Jarrod King from Edinboro, the senior, takes to the mat when we return to Omaha. For the 165 class, Andrew Howe, the 2009 runner-up out of Wisconsin, will head-to-head with Tyler Caldwell. He defeated the 5th and 12th seeds. Caldwell coming to us from Oklahoma, and in the other semifinal, Dan Vallimont from Penn State going up against Jarrod King of Edinboro. The defending NCAA champion Jarrod King on the right will be wearing the red ankle bands. Dan Vallimont of Penn State will be wearing the green. And in the top left, it'll be Andrew Howe in the red. Tyler Caldwell will be wearing the maroon.
Tyler Caldwell, a true freshman, one of 6 freshmen in the semifinals tonight. And that's where Howe was last year, a freshman, making the finals, almost winning. And it could be that Jarrod King and Howe meet again. That's what the finals were last year. King has beaten Vallimont twice by 1 point this year.
That would be the rematch that all would be looking for with the 1 and 2 seed. Dan Vallimont out of Penn State has looked very good in this tournament, as has Tyler Caldwell from Oklahoma. Top left of your screen, Andrew Howe, the #1 seed, the Big Ten champion and returning NCAA finalist, a 2-time Big Ten champion with a record of 34-0 as he came to Omaha, going head-to-head with Tyler Campbell, the freshman from Oklahoma. How about that? You get to the semifinals and your coach says, all right, the good news is you're in the semis, you're an All-American. The bad news is you get the Big Ten champion and the finalist from last year, Andrew Howe.
Yeah, Howe, great double leg. If I were Terry, I would do the Oklahoma style there. You see him, he's locking him up, he's slowing him down a little bit, and he's getting back towards the edge where you can, use the out of bounds as a defensive weapon. So it's a smart tactic.
On the bottom right of your screen, Jarrod King, the #2 seed, and Dan Vallimont. Jarrod King is the defending NCAA champion as a senior. Dan Vallimont of Penn State, also a senior, a 4-time NCAA qualifier. And with that, we send it down to Quick Kesnick and Jordan Lee.
Jarrod King on the edge right here, showing his flexibility.
This is unbelievable. I mean, this is as good as wrestling gets right here. You've got a big, strong stud hitting a split on the side of the mat. I mean, this is good wrestling.
Vallimont going to pull him in. Got to be patient.
Nothing yet. Wow. Wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
2 guys with, as you were telling me earlier, very similar styles. What can make the difference?
It's who gets the best opening and makes the most of their opportunity. You've got 2 guys that both shoot standard side high crotches. They're both about the same height, the same width, the same style. You're watching 2 guys who are almost clones of each other.
Experience edge to King, perhaps?
I wouldn't say so. 2 years ago, Vallimont was 3rd in this tournament. They're both 5th-year seniors. They're both veterans. They're both studs.
Why is King so hard to score on?
That flexibility that we saw right there, I mean, that was incredible.
That in combination with power?
Flexibility, power, strength. Yeah, he's got it all.
Top.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Jarrod King drawing even with Dan Vallimont. Meanwhile, Andrew Howe on top of Tyler Caldwell, 2-0 by way of a takedown as they go under a minute in the first period. And it's Andrew Howe who is building up the riding time.
Andrew Howe is so predictable, and yet nobody can stop him. He got in classic Andrew Howe style, got in fast, got in a single leg, covered and got the 2 points, gets ahead, getting the riding time. He's having a tremendous tournament. Usually he doesn't win by more than 1 or 2 points. He's won by major decision. He's had some huge wins so far in this tournament. He is on. He wants to be undefeated and a national champion. Since losing last year in overtime, that's been his only goal.
Final 6 seconds on the bottom right of your screen. The first period, Jarrod King, the defending national champion, Dan Vallimont of Penn State, under the guidance of Cale Sanderson, the 4-time NCAA champion and now head coach at Penn State.
And why is Cale Sanderson right there in the tunnel? It's because Troy Letters is now on the staff, and Troy Letters wrestles with Vallimont every day. He's the assistant coach in the corner calling the plays there.
One important note, Howe has been warned for stalling. He had the leg up in the air, trying to return him. He did not make an attempt to return as they went out of bounds. The ref hit him with the warning.
So if Andrew Howe, who is up 2-0 on the top left of your screen on Tyler Campbell, and Jarrod King, Jarrod King, who is even with Vallimont, meet again, it'll be a rematch of last year, and now it's King picking up a point on the escape.
Howe's got to return him.
Vallimont, a great story. He was 157 2 years ago. Now he bumped up in the middle of the year. That's so tough to do. Last year he bumped up to 165. He didn't become an All-American, but he's legitimized his weight increase, an All-American again this year, going to be a finalist. Great young man, already graduated.
Second period begins on the Andrew Howe-Tyler Caldwell matchup, with Howe leading 2-0. Howe taking the top position, green choice, and he'll take bottom.
We just saw that flexibility
I just
again.
can't believe he got out of that again.
Does a great job, gets the hip space there, and is able to just kind of, he's a spiral man, you know. He was able to get out, and he was down.
He was on his side. He was able to cut the belly down and kick his legs free. Defense, the big name here for King of Edinboro, and Vallimont in again.